Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this matchup from the Zelda 1 Randomizer Speedgaming Live 2024 tournament. Matchup in the ladder group tonight, JamEvil versus Potato Pony, Moonrise and Phoenix here, bringing you the action tonight. And joining me in the booth, 2023 favorite commentator, and please don't look up the site. I can promise you it's not an official website, bbq.gov. Good evening.
Hey, Moonrisen, how you doing tonight?
Always a blast to be here. Always a blast to be doing commentary with you.
Oh,
How you
same.
doing?
I'm doing pretty darn well. This is going to be a fun matchup. It says on Potato Pony's screen on the right that he's playing for pride. He's playing for a little more than pride. Yes, Potato Pony's 0-2, but Jam is definitely playing for a wild card spot. He is 2-1. With a victory in this match, he would position himself fairly well to be a wild card entry in the bracket round, but he's got to get through Potato Pony, and that is no easy feat.
That is absolutely correct. Potato Pony is a very talented runner. Not to say JamEvil isn't. He is a true veteran of the Zelda 1 randomizer.
Oh,
so we're gonna have a good matchup.
This should be a ton of fun, a very competitive matchup. When I saw these two were in the same group, I saw this. I was like, this potential match is going to be close. I don't care what the records are. I don't care what day of the week it is. These are two very, very good runners, and I anticipate this is going to be a really close match.
I agree 100%. Runners should be just about ready to start. Meanwhile, we'll be starting at the vanilla screen. Woodsword probably won't be there. No guarantee, though. We've seen that before.
I'm glad you have, because I'm thinking back to the practice seeds I've run with these flags and the tournament seeds and the ones I've called. I can't remember seeing the Woodsword at the Woodsword screen. I've seen a lot of stuff at the Woodsword screen levels. I've seen any roads. I've seen take any caves. I don't think I've seen the Woodsword at the Woodsword cave in these flags, but if we get it, and we're about to find out if we get it right now.
And not today. It's a gambling game, but at the same time, you're not going to be too upset about finding that early.
You know, you're absolutely right, especially if you get a few rupees in your pocket from finding a small secret, or if you find an early level and get as we find a take any cave just 2 screens away from start, and no surprise, both our runners are going to grab a blue candle out of that cave.
No question. I mean, you do start at vanilla start. There are a ton of bushes. You need those checks early. Neither runner's going to pass that up.
Yeah, and we're in. Oh, good. Hey, well, why don't you get a heart container here? It's buy one get one early to start this. So both our runners are going to have 4 hearts in damage capacity and a blue candle.
Now, something to keep in mind is that the white sword item is 4 to 6 hearts as per usual, but the magical sword is at a locked 13 hearts. Both runners finding level 7 at the vanilla potion cave.
And running immediately into a shoot room. Well, that's great. Of the levels you could find early, I'm not sure either runner was thrilled about seeing level 7, but you're here, you might as well take a peek.
Well, that's a quick piece of information that both runners are going to love to see. Bait block, not required.
That's very true. There's only one of these, despite the fact that this is a second quest overworld and we have second quest money. There is only going to be one bait block. There may be multiple muggers that our runners see. Oh, his Potato Pony takes a bop from that blue Lionel. But you're only going to see one bait block, and we have some route divergence already. And oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, poverty, thy name is Jam. That's 53 for the large secret.
Yep, and that is the one large secret you're going to see tonight. Not fun.
Well, yeah, makes that taking that candle out of a take any look smart as heck, doesn't it?
Absolutely right. You need that wood sword ASAP now. And this ain't the Armos item, but it is another potion. Another potion cave. Nothing doing.
All right, so far, except for the large secret, our runners have seen pretty much exactly the same thing. This trip over to Death Armos early seems to have kind of turned into the standard open for most of our runners in this tournament. Jam's going to have to be careful not to get bopped one too many times, and he's going to find level 8 at vanilla level 3.
I mean, at the worst case scenario, you've got the Hyrule Hospital available, which JamEvil swiftly uses. to get back the 3 hearts.
Yep. Oh, and Potato Pony can do the same thing as he gets a beam to the side of the neck as he heads into level 8. And yeah, again, you're here. You were hoping maybe to find, if you're not going to find Wood Sword, you were hoping to get, oh, well, here's something you're very much hoping to get.
Silver's very early in level 8. No chance Potato Pony misses that.
Nope, he's going to get him right here. And that is good news for 2 reasons for our runners. One is obviously you need those to kill Ganon. But the other is with the large secret being so low, there was always a risk, as we find a blue ring and key shop there in the Lost Woods. There was always a risk you were going to have to buy wood arrows. And wood arrows can roll up in this flag set as high as 100 rupees. We've seen that in this flag set before. Don't have to do that now. That's one less purchase you can make. So maybe you can save up a little money and buy something like a bomb upgrade.
Maybe, but right now I'm more concerned by where's the any key. And
yeah, that is a definite risk. Now thankfully we've seen level 7 and 8, and more often than not in big levels you can key farm a little bit. But that's contingent on you being able to do things like kill enemies. So things like a sword would be nice at some point to do that.
I mean, it may not be behind a burn bush unless the red candle is your Armos item.
And I think we've seen that in these flag sets too, where an overworld blocking item is the Armos item, and that means that your wood sword can be hidden behind whatever that item blocks. So there was one seed that I called recently where it's 33 for the medium secrets, right about the midpoint. That's not bad. But there was one where the recorder was the Armos item and the sword was in the desert in one of the recorder spots. So that can definitely happen.
Ouch. Oh, 1Q6 is going to be next on JamEvil's side. What do we got in here? Level 5.
We're finding all the big ones first. But of the ones you could find, 5's not terrible. Well, an instant Triforce is pretty good too.
Yep. Hey, if you find a recorder, you can record it right back. But right now, JamEvil first on the board, 5 minutes 17 seconds in, first Triforce.
Now, given that you saw that was in a reverse C room, yeah, that's what I thought Jam might do. That's in a reverse C room, and that Triforce placement in that room might indicate that could push. So I would be tempted to go back down. Well, you could push. Well, you're not going to be able to push that block right now, but I might try to go down to that room, kill the grabby hands, and maybe despawn and respawn the room. See if you can get that Pole's Voice or that blue Dark Nut to go away. It's a long shot, but if that's your item, then you're done with 5.
True, but at the same time, that is a significant time loss, and right now, nor JamEvil nor Potato Pony is going to say, I'm willing to take that time loss. Raft found as your Armos item, that's not great if you're Jam.
Yeah, of the places you could find it, over on this side of the map is not my first choice. But if you're able to find your sword relatively soon, you could swing back to 5 if you wanted, although at this point I doubt either of our runners are going to do it. But you could start diving more dungeons for a little bit more.
I don't know about you, but I'm agreeing 100% with Jam's play here. Wants to go check the mountain cave in case the sword's there.
Yeah, and if he's right, that is it's a low risk proposition time wise. It doesn't take that much time. I mean, at worst, you have to double dip some of these overworld block checks, but there's only a couple of them. If this is the sword, it's going to look like a genius play. Sadly, it is just a door repair.
It's a door repair, and it is 17 rupees for your door repair tonight.
That's moderately charitable. Unfortunately, our large secret is absolute garbage.
And unfortunately, well, mildly charitable is awfully nice and stuff until, you get 2 in a row, and then it starts snowballing, and it's a pain in the neck.
No, very much so. Especially because, we only have one large secret, and in the vanilla game there are 3 large secrets. Here there's only 1, and I think those 2 that get taken away are replaced with small secrets.
I believe you're right. That's one of the sword hints, which are taken away due to the fact that we're dealing with community hints here in this flag set.
All right, first raft check is just a potion shop. Routing by our runners has been remarkably consistent between the two of them, which I find a little interesting. We're not seeing very much divergence yet, although I think we might once we get a sword, then I think we may see a little more divergence.
Nothing here except some more money. That's going to be a medium secret for Jam. 1Q, 1 for Potato Pony. What do we got here? Nothing. Potions.
So our swords on the east somewhere, unless for some reason are, well, no, yeah, it has to be at this point. The only other way that we could have something like the recorder block something is if the recorder was freely available in a cave and it was available at 4 hearts. But even that's a long shot. So sword's probably over here somewhere.
Taking out most of the west part of Hyrule, so undoubtedly it's in the east somewhere. Maybe it's in the desert shop. No, that's level 6.
So we found 5, 6, 7, and 8, and a ladder block. Well, that looks fun.
Fun.
Fun in big old quotation marks.
Yep. This room is clearable, though, for Potato Pony, and clears it in 1 and gets absolutely nothing for it.
Boy, that's one you look so smart. And the Zols rolled down. That could be good for Pony here if this block pushes.
It could. 3 left, and wow. And no pull. Goodness, that's 2 rooms in a row. Potato Pony looks like a genius for the play, and the game just says, nah, nothing.
But having that information about the fact that the Zols rolled down is handy, because when they do roll down like this, they are good droppers of stuff. They're good money droppers, and they can be good health droppers. So if our runners decide to intentionally or accidentally pick up a banana, for example, that could come in handy. Potato Pony making an interesting play here. He's going to use his funds right now, and he's going to get a backup key. I kind of like this play.
There's advantage possible with that, but it's a long shot to me. I don't know why. I'm not so much a fan of it, but we'll see what happens.
Well, here's another thing you could buy: $9 bombs. That is a significant discount off the vanilla 20. Potato Pony's going to get 2 packs, and my guess is going to go check the South Coast right now.
No doubt in that, and I agree 100% with that one. 2Q7 goes first, though.
Yeah, if you can pull this clip off, which can be a challenge swordless, because normally you would use the candle to help get the clip here. Getting lined up on this one spot where you've got the tip of Link's cap right at the bottom of the bush is hard enough, but doing it bufferless is a big challenge, and I don't blame Potato Pony one bit for saying, "Oh, I'll come back when I have a sword."
And maybe more hearts as well. He's down to half a heart and needs to be careful. Southern Coast, another key shop.
Yeah, he would, if he can, he would like to be able to get over. There you go. To see what the coast item is and check that one cave on the coast, because it is out of the way. Another 33 rupee medium secret for Potato Pony. So his notion of spending the money while he's got it, I can see some merit to it. He's going to see if he can pull off this reverse screen scroll here and get it.
Now, here's the thing. Jam did get that check of 2Q7, and it's any roads.
And that is really handy. So one of them is at the recorder spot kind of in the southwest. Not great, but not terrible. 2 of them are in the eastern forest, and I didn't see where the 4th one went.
Western Debt Mountain.
Okay, so overall, pretty darn good coverage of the map, which is... Oh, and Potato Pony takes an unfortunate death there on that corner screen.
And Jam... Well, we said it earlier. He was only 6 away from the wood arrows, but we've got silvers. We don't care.
Now, that's good information, but not interested. And that's the wrong sword for Potato Pony.
Another heart for Jam. Meanwhile, up to 5. 66% chance to get the white sword item once we find it.
And there are quite a bit of checks up here in the Northeast that have gone unchecked so far. So, yeah, definitely worth the time Jam is sinking in here. Trying to get that screen clip. Couldn't quite get it. Going to reset at the screen here. But yeah, definitely the good routing play to go. Going to check Casino Corner here and see what we got.
Here's the thing. And there's the sword in the northeast corner. Wow. What a spot for that.
Boy, that's one of the annoying ones, right? I mean, you're coming up here because there are 3 armless checks, and there are a bunch of open caves, but it's still a hike, and Potato Pony had a bit of a time loss as a result.
However, Jam also has another piece of interesting information. Those red Lionels, they roll down. 2 HP.
That is very nice, because these, I don't remember if these are in the health dropping group, but 2 HP enemies that can deal that type of damage, yeah, you absolutely want to get those off the screen if you can. There's our small secret, and it's rolled up as well. So 14, 33, and the LOL of 53 for the large.
Indeed, and honestly, that small secret makes up for tiny large.
I mean, over time it will. We're going to get our other raft check here, and nope, we're over 2. Just a pack of hot dogs.
A little bit of firewood, I see.
Yeah. Either way, it's not gonna help us win the game, unfortunately.
Now, okay. Potato Pony.
These are the any roads, right?
Yep, I believe you're right, and they are. That's Potato Pony about to get some interesting information. Wait a minute, I've been here. Oh, goodness, that's what was there?
Well, good news, you don't have to go back and check that screen. Bad news, it doesn't help you at all.
Indeed.
Now, he did not check that 4th stair and see that it goes to Western DM. He may eventually, but he wants to, I think, finish clearing this part of the map and just knock this out so that so that he can just not orphan any spots, which I get.
And we still haven't found the coast item, but we're about to.
I think we saw it on Jam's side. Unfortunately, it's just the coast art. It rolled vanilla tonight.
Of course it did.
That's not very exciting, I know.
That might be why I didn't notice.
Yeah, it's just, oh yeah, that's always there. Well, in this, like I said, not always there, but one less thing you have to worry about.
And one less thing Jam's going to have to worry about. There's a sword for Potato Pony.
Yeah, that has to be a relief, because you start getting up to 12, 14, 15 minutes, and you haven't found the sword, and you start to get a little antsy. Wondering, like, did I orphan something? Am I going to last location it? But now that both our runners have their swords, we've seen 4 levels. We've already got one of the key items that we need in the game. So now we can get down to real business.
We're going to have to start digging one of those levels, and that's going to be a pain.
Yeah, none of those levels look particularly fun. So, I mean, I suppose there's 2 schools of thought you could have. One could be, well, I've already seen 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just pick one, start digging. The other could be, well, what have we not really seen yet? And it's basically Death Mountain and maybe the Lost Hills. So do you start chasing... because there's a school of thought that says, no, you want to find levels 1, 2, and 3 first because they're small, lots of items, you can dig them quickly, and that may open up the rest of your seed. But you've already got a bunch of stuff you can do. So it'll be interesting to see how both these runners decide to route from here on out.
Well, Potato Pony's going to check the Lost Hills for one. We'll see what comes up there. More money.
Yeah, okay. So far, yeah, and I am, as a runner, guilty of, as Jam's going to pop back into 8. I kind of like this play. There's 2 items in here. We haven't seen either of them. I am, as a runner, kind of guilty of last locationing the Lost Hills, so if Pony's going to head on over there and knock those 2 checks out, I would not blame him one bit.
He hasn't checked this, so I can understand him checking this out. Oof, that's not a friendly room for Jam, and he gets taken down.
Oh, that quad shooter with Urias that just love to chuck boomerangs at you when you least expect it. That's not my idea of fun, and apparently it's not Jam's idea of fun either. He's going to take a breather from that.
White Sword Cave. Not much of anything, just another door repair.
And Potato Pony did that cave first before checking the waterfall, so that tends to indicate to me that he's going to head back over and screen scroll and check Eastern DM, and there's just small secret money there in the waterfall. So, yeah, that seems to be where he's headed.
And Jam, meanwhile, took the Annie Rose to Western Debt Mountain.
Okay, he's got bombs. I kind of like this play, actually, of you're here, you've got a few bombs. If you stumble onto level 1 or 2 here, it's in a location you think your opponent's not likely to get back to quickly. Oh, or you could just get an extra 4-pack of bombs and do everything.
Yeah, why not, right? And oh, there's the power bracelet as your white sword item, and Jam picks it up at 5 hearts.
And good news, the most out-of-the-way power bracelet spot is right here, and you can check it right now. Unfortunately, well, never mind. It's nothing.
It's absolutely nothing. How about 2Q9? We gonna see anything in there tonight?
I mean, we've seen levels pop up here a lot. I would not be surprised. Nope, just a cheap meat stop, just Arby's.
Man, Arby's is deceptively more common over in your neck of the woods, I believe, than mine.
Yes, it is. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, that's not my call. Your mileage may vary, but it is more common where I am. Yes.
Fair. All right, so another medium secret up on Western Debt Mountain. We've got a handful of checks remaining around here, and well,
you were 2 screens off.
We've seen all of the big levels now. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 now.
It would be funny if multiple of these small levels were overworld blocked, and you had to dig the big dungeons to find the small ones. Well, just as I say that, level 2 just pops up and makes me look silly.
Well, it's right next door to level 9. It's not bad. Wow, that was a flawless block clip there by Jam.
Yeah, you said Jam is a veteran, and yes, he absolutely is, as he uncovers this top part of a submarine, part of level 2.
I was thinking it looks more like a tank.
Or the top part of a tank, yeah, that looks like a turret, doesn't it? Yeah, it is.
And Potato Pony now finds level 2 and says, hold up a second.
Jam being very careful here with this. Nice to get the shot there.
Yep.
And sometimes that vertical shoot likes to drop an item, but it got a key here, and he'll take that too. Unfortunately, he's out of bombs now.
Right, that was his last bomb, and oh, that's not a fun room. Jam's got to be careful here.
And it's one, yeah, even giving yourself pancake armor sounds like a good idea, but could invite more trouble than it's worth. Ooh, it almost took a beam right there.
Yeah, almost took the high roll driver to the face. And again, my goodness, Jam playing with fire here.
Okay, he's got it down to the one pulse voice. Unfortunately, he can't despawn and respawn this room, and does a really good job of getting that room down. So if there's something back here besides a heart container, he's going to be very happy about it.
I mean, that's not bad. This, on the other hand...
Yeah, and that's not so great. The good news is he can pirouette that door and see that one room to the north, and there, he's going to go do exactly that. Potato Pony's looking to avoid these red bubbles, which are definitely annoying.
And, yeah, Zelda's not home.
It's an odd spot to put Zelda's room, but hey, I'm not an interior designer, so...
Neither am I. Neither am I, and I'm happy I'm not. And now it's Potato Pony's turn to tackle this room.
I would not blame Potato Pony if he wanted to grab the Triforce and run and hope that that nothing useful is in these last two rooms. He's going to get his sword back here.
And he
he's going to
takes
take that
Hyrule
in
Driver
there.
to the face.
Now, the good news is that's not far from start. So Jam's got a little bit of a head start here in this too. He just wants the item out of here. It's probably over in the western turret here in this tank head. It could be in this room, this annoying room of pancakes right here.
Or, there it is, and it's the Any key from level 2.
Okay.
You're not going to complain about that one bit. Very low money seed, Any key. You didn't want to...
You're right. That is one less thing you have to worry about buying. Now, Potato Pony might kick himself a little bit, because you made this point earlier about he bought a key early, which if you find something like level 1 early that loves to eat keys, that can be a really smart play if it gets you a key item, no pun intended. But with Any key so freely available in 2, Potato Pony may be wishing he had that money back.
I mean, it's not a huge loss. I mean, Jam's got 177 rupees. Is Blue Ring even on the table?
Oh, I would be worried about a couple. I wouldn't. I would be worried about a couple of things. One is the possibility of buying a bomb upgrade. Well, actually, 3 things. 2 would be you're going to want to buy a potion. If you can find the letter, you're going to want to buy a potion because red bubbles exist. There's the Any key for Potato Pony. You can be very careful not to get it. The third thing was we mentioned bomb upgrade. We mentioned potion, and there was a third thing that I was thinking of that you might want to buy, and I don't remember what it was.
Chat does have a point, though. You have a gambling game at the start. Push comes to shove, you can always use that.
That is true.
Go ahead there, BBQ.
No, I completely forgot what I was going to say. I was distracted because Jam did a screen scroll over here to check this push block spot, and unfortunately, he's going to get his money stolen.
Absolutely. And meanwhile, Potato Pony with the Triforce in 2, tying up the game.
So Jam is making his way back. He's seen most of DM. At this point, he saw what he could see of Eastern DM. He could go check Bogey's Arrow if he wants. He's headed back in the direction of 5.
BBQ, there's something I've just noticed. It was because he was out of bombs. Potato Pony did not get the power bracelet from that mountain.
Oh, okay. So the question then becomes, okay, when does he head back up there? Because Jam is making a point to check those spots as he's been making his way through the checks here in DM. I expect next time he up A's, he may do exactly that. This Triforce room was a push block, but it's just the transport.
Of course, the unwritten rule of 5 here. Indeed, chat right on. Same train of thought there. Level 9 found for Potato Pony.
All right, so Pony's unlikely to miss the power bracelet at this stage. Lots of grabby hands in here. Going to push this block. Unless we're segmented, this is our item.
And it is the item, and wow. That's tremendous for Jam. That's a ladder in 5.
We don't know that it blocks anything crucial yet, but we did see what looked like a partial ladder block in one. We saw a Chevy room early in one of the bigger dungeons, so it's quite possible that the ladder will, if not be required, will be very helpful for the rest of the way.
Meanwhile, Potato Pony does finish doing the exploration of Western Debt Mountain, does get the power bracelet, and does get disappointed seeing this.
Well, now Jam's doing more of the power bracelet checks closer to start, so I expect he'll do this push block here, make his way up to the northeast, do those 2 push block checks, maybe route in Bogey's Arrow, And because that's one of the things that expert runners like Jam will do. You get an overworld blocking item like that, you want to see immediately if that's going to give you a quick advantage. Nothing here either. That's just a potion shop.
Another one.
Well, that letter's got to be somewhere, doesn't it?
Yeah, but who says it's not recorder blocked?
Yeah. The other thing, and I just realized this, while you're routing in Bogey's Arrow, you might as well route in those two second quest river spot checks now that you have the ladder. Nice little 4-pack there by JamEvil. He's going to need those bombs at some point, so you might as well get them now.
Yep. Meanwhile, Potato Pony doesn't seem that interested in 5 right now.
Yeah, he may be looking for more of those smaller dungeons. He just finished 2. He's got the Triforce out of 5. May just be thinking, I'm going to hope I don't have to go back there ever. But the old pendant dungeon can rear its ugly head in this flag set every once in a while.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, sorry for the Z3R reference, but that's kind of what it is when I call it, it's that clip from the Mad Max movie where the guy's driving and he points something and says, "That's bait." In this flag set, whenever I see an immediate Triforce in a level like 5 or 6, my immediate reaction is, that's bait, because more often than not, it feels like there's a key item hidden somewhere in that dungeon that I was hoping to avoid.
And meanwhile, Potato Pony avoiding the ladder for the time being. JamEvil doesn't like Zora. Okay.
Well, I didn't know that about it, but it's good information. We're gonna get a Bogey's Arrow check here on Potato Pony's side.
And is it worth anything? Well, it's worth some money. Small secret. River ladder spots.
I'll buy you a 4-pack of bombs or some lunch.
Same thing goes for JamEvil, as his wallet's almost full.
Yeah, this gets back to the question you raised a little bit ago. Of now it is full. What are you going to do with this money, given that there's some stuff you don't have to buy? You don't have to buy keys. You don't have to buy arrows. You're not checking those useless hints.
I was about to say. Also, your cat did nothing wrong, CD. You do get the reference there, right, BBQ?
Yes, I do. I just saw chat. There we go. Yeah, took me a second, but because I was looking at something else. But Jam's going to do these Eastern DM checks and find that similarly, there's nothing here. So we may be back to your point originally, which was we may be in a situation where we have multiple overworld blocked small dungeons, and you may need to start picking a dungeon like Jam did to dig, just to see if you can get a progression item.
And Jam did so far. Dug 5, got the ladder. I mean, so far, I'd say that call alone gives you a decent lead. But it's still early. Forgotten spot check coming up for Jam.
Yeah, you're right. It is early, so it's kind of a black box, right? We think having the ladder this early will help in some form or fashion, but we're just not quite sure how much yet. We may get an answer as soon as our runners dip back into 6, 7, or 8.
Question is, now what for Jam? You are at max money. Going to check maybe the Grave Potion Shop? No, going to go check connectors.
He hasn't done these 2 bomb spot checks yet. Yeah, this is a good idea. Knock these out. Try not to get beamed too many times. There's your last take any cave.
No potion grab.
Yeah, with all this money, I think he has to be betting that he's going to find the letter at some point. And that's as good a thing as any to spend your money on.
True.
Okay, so there's one spot above the Grave Armos I don't think Jam has checked either. This bomb spot, I don't think either runner checked it yet. There's the letter. That's good news for Jam.
Oh my goodness. That's just called rolling the dice and coming up with boxcars at this point.
Yeah, that's pretty darn good. And there are a couple of potion shops over, by my count, 3 or 4, not too far from start. Oh, he hasn't seen this spot either. And he stares the blue ring in the face. Well, wait a second. Oh, he is going to do it. He's going to pull the trigger.
I mean, he's already seen one Wizrobe dungeon. He does not know how many there are. I can see why you make this play.
Yeah, this is kind of one of those rare times where you do that. Oh, there's a Chevy room staring Potato Pony in the face. You kind of wish he had that ladder. But yeah, this is one of those times where you have all this money and you kind of don't have anything else to spend it on. So you might as well pull the trigger here. As now we have some divergence. Potato Pony's in 6, Jam's in 7.
And Jam's in 7 with the ladder from 5. And this right there is payoff for Jam. He knew 7 was Wizrobe infested. He picked up the blue ring in preparation.
If that's the reason he did this, I would not have thought that far ahead myself. But that's why Jam is Jam, because he would remember little details like that if he knew that's where he was headed next.
Yeah. I'm not arguing one bit. That's why I'm here in the boot and Jam's playing in this tournament.
Yeah, same. That Goma block is more than a little interesting. I wonder if this is maybe the map room here. And we'll tell Jam if he can bomb somewhere that gets him around that potential Goma block in 7.
I mean, I can definitely approve of the play to bomb the southern wall. You don't know if like you just said, if there's a wall there. Oh, and it's absolutely nothing.
Oh,
That's fun.
Well, you're hoping this isn't the map room, but you may kind of be at, well, you can go to the south here. Oh, that's right. I forgot about this guy. We don't have to worry about him either.
And wow, that's just heads up play. And grabs another bomb pack and says, "Yeah, blue Wizrobes? Nah, I'm good."
And he not only grabbed that bomb pack, he intentionally walked into the orange Wizrobe before he could take that beam to the face. So he only took the half-hearted damage instead of the 2 with the blue ring that he'd take if he let the beam hit him. Just
he gets
savvy play all the way around.
And now Potato Pony's an 8.
Interesting. Now, he's clearing this. I don't think he cleared this room the first time. I wonder if he's trying to get a bomb force off these Moldorms.
Oh, that's a disgusting room, and that's even worse if you're Jam.
Yeah, that's no bueno either. There's the heart container on the floor for Pony in the same room you got the silvers in.
So it's a double whammy.
Oh, he uses his last bomb here. Yeah, and it looks like these orange Wizrobes may have rolled up a little bit. That's not fun either.
So what's the play now if you're Jam? Clear this room, hope it's a map?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else you can do other than, try and get through this room. The good news is in this type of room like this, if you're over to the right side, the blue Wizrobes do like to get hung up in those blocks there and bounce themselves back and forth. So if you can get him lined up just right, and you called it. That is a what the heck is that?
That's just fortuitous for your Jam. That was pretty much a last kick at the map here, and sure enough, it pays off.
Yeah, and that's a segmented 7. That may be one of the reasons, beyond just it's Wizrobes and he's out of bombs, but that's a segmented 7. If you're looking for the item in 7, that's 5 stairs you're going to have to sift through, potentially, instead of the normal 3. So Jam is saying discretion is better part of valor. He's going to head to 8 instead.
Yep, but can't do the bomb force. May not think of clearing this. And no, he's going to skip the heart container.
Yeah, I can't say I blame him there. He's not the type to feel like he needs... I don't think he's going to be chasing mags. He's going to plow through this room, see if anything good drops. Nothing so far. Boy, thankfully that fairy for Potato Pony in this blue Gorilla room is helping him. But it's still a shooting gallery.
Yep, and he, unlike Jam, he doesn't have the blue ring to back him up.
No, but he is going to do the smart thing here of despawn and respawn the room in case he gets killed. Oh, he's just going to up an A instead.
Well, there's the heart container for Jam. I mean, he went back into the room and decided, hey, why not clear it? Sure enough, there's a drop. Ah, and Potato Pony. That sniper squad gets the upper hand.
Yeah, thankfully he's got it down to 2 gorillas, so it should be a little bit easier. If he can get the gorillas lined up like that, he can use his candle to kind of spam up to 3 hits on them. But you just gotta wait him out just a little bit. Well, and not walk into him like that. But get on the half tile like this, and maybe you can take one of them out. Oh, but you get fireballed instead.
And Jam's progress in 8 is halted. Lack of bombs really starting to bite.
Yeah, the good news is, one screen over, there are some ready bomb droppers. The bad news is, they're Gibdos, and they take it well, how many hits are they taking? Probably the vanilla 7, maybe one more.
Right now, more than Jam would like to hit them. I mean, I understand you want bombs, and of course, my goodness. There's the map for 8, and, what is that?
That is... So have you ever seen someone take, the plastic watering jug that you would use in a garden and put a plant in it? Use it as a planter? That's what that looks like. The bottom part looks like the little jug you would use to water plants, but then you put like a vine in it and it's growing out the back.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is well beyond what I was thinking that was, but yeah,
I'm just spitballing here.
I mean,
so I'm open to other ideas.
I have none, so you're a step ahead of me.
Oh, okay. Well, that works too. Oh, that's bad news. That's a spot where Potato Pony would love to have a ladder to be able to get over to the middle part of that. And not only kill those guys, but get bombs off them.
Like Jam just did from that Goma. That's very poorly guarding them.
Well, Pony's got his work cut out for him here. Try to get this manhandler down on Wood Sword and Green Tunic. Might be able to do it, but no, it's going to be tough now.
Unfortunately, no. And there's the bomb from that Wizrobe room. Oh. So, Gels rolled up, but Souls did not. That's cute.
Yeah, that makes no canonical sense. I agree. Oh, speaking of cute rooms, there's this one, Jam with a good candle boost to be able to get into this stair. It's the item. There's the damage upgrade. That's the wand in 7.
I mean, Jam is just... Jam, the craps table. It might be waiting because, my goodness, the gambling is paying off in spades.
He does seem to have kind of a sixth sense for just being able to know, yeah, you know what? Well, maybe we'll try this one. See what happens here. Oh, that's the exact thing I needed at the right time. Oh, good. Hey, how about that?
I mean, it's surrounded by red bubbles. What more do you want? A strike on the Manhattan. Why not?
Oh, just walk in, one shot him. Thank you very much.
Yeah, next. Bring it on. This is why I'm in the boot, folks.
Yeah, that's why Jam is Jam. He's a veteran and a decorated veteran for a reason, for a lot of reasons, and that's one of them.
Absolutely. Jam could have just walked right through that red bubble and said, you know, I don't care, I've got the wand, but he knows it's a Wizrobe dungeon. He might still need that sword, and keeps it.
Oh, and he's going to get the compass to boot, and oh, that's where that is. Okay.
Wow.
That's not great.
Do you actually need to go all the way around to get to the Triforce? Because you started, I believe, on the left side of those two of that cross there.
I think you may be right that you can't get. If there is a way over there in that far right column from the top down, we haven't seen it yet because I don't know that we've been able to get up that high in the top of the map yet. So Jam's just gonna plow right ahead and see if he can find the direct path. Yeah, looks like he's gonna find the direct path to the Triforce.
Maybe. And it's guarded by a couple of land molas, and really, with a wand, that's not much of a challenge.
And that blue ring, you called it early, that when the minute he picked it up, that if he was targeting level 7 as, look, I need to go here because there are Wizrobes and there are probably Landmos and other garbage enemies I don't want to deal with, yeah, that calculated risk definitely paid off. Meanwhile, Potato Pony's doing what we know is going to help him out significantly. He's in 5 digging for the item out of here. He's going to get his ladder, which is good.
Yeah. So, JamEvil with the pickup in 7 now leads a Triforce Cal. Potato Pony with the unofficial rule of 5 should find the ladder shortly.
And Jam's back to 8. I don't mind this because you're right over here, and one of your problems in here was the level of combat you had to deal with. You have ranged combat to boot, so you can take these guys on a little easier and with a little more comfort right now.
I think another problem was that he was out of bombs at the time.
Yes. Now he only has 2, which is not great, but 2, like you said, 2's better than 0, so...
Now the question is, how much more do you, he's down to 1 bomb. Where do you use it?
Well, he took a bop there on the trap. I would not be surprised if Jam, he's shown us lots of other good combat. I would not have been surprised if he was going to try to set up a bomb force. That's next to impossible in this quad shooter room. He may just want to blast through these guys and just get it done and see what's on the other side of this shutter door.
Oh, Jam, you don't need that key.
But you do want that map. What are we looking... Oh, yeah, that's our watering can.
Yeah. And there's the bomb you used. And Jam says, oh, that's where I have to go. Okay, cool. We're good.
And he gets a bomb drop. Like you said, Jam should go to his local convenience store after the match and probably maybe get some scratch-off tickets, see if he can play the Mega Millions or something. There's the stair for Pony. He's going to get his ladder now.
Yeah, that feels good. Maybe not at 45 minutes, though.
No, but you haven't seen... I mean, there are 3 dungeons you haven't seen. 1, 3, and 4 yet. You have to think that Jam also hasn't seen those dungeons. So, if you're Pony, you kind of have to be hoping that Jam's in a similar boat as you, in that he's looking for these other levels too.
Now, we've seen the silvers as one of the items in here. Are we about to see the second? Yes! We're not going to be excited about it. Jam is going to pick it up, though. The wooden boomerang.
I mean, maybe he's low on potassium. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know his propensity for picking up or using the banana, but maybe some other folks do.
I mean, at the same time, don't they say that the best boomerang is the first one you find?
They do. Now, I don't disagree. I don't know how much you're going to be using it 45 minutes in, but maybe there's some 0 HP enemies that you can't get to easily in something like a Chevy room or a maze room, and you want to just be able to fire at them and knock them out, and you can't get them any other way. Now the Pony has the ladder. Pony's going to check these 2 ladder spots and unfortunately not get any good news there. Jam's got to get his way out of this one-way nothing room.
And Jam's like, give me that recovery heart. I want it. I earned it.
Well, if we were wondering what he was going to use the banana for, that's what he's going to use it for, at least for now.
Hey, I mean, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. Yeah. There are some folks who will not pick it up specifically because they're worried about it taking up an inventory slot. That's we're talking frames at that point. We're talking tenths of a second. I'm with you. I would rather have it and then just use it once or never use it at all. Pony is headed back into 6 now with the ladder in tow.
6? We don't know the item in there yet. Oh, that's got to be the transport.
Oh, the 6 is segmented too. Oh, this is interesting. Okay,
Oh,
so
dear.
similar challenge in the sense that you're going to have 2 sets of transport stairs in addition to the items. So, may have to do a little extra work if you're Pony, but at this point you may be thinking this is my path of least resistance. Timely bomb for Pony there. Meanwhile, Jam is making his way up to the spout of this watering can 8. Gonna go ahead and clear this 4-headed Gleeok room just in case it drops the Triforce. It drops the compass and oh, it's on the other side of that right side stair room. Ew.
Wow. Okay, game. That's cute.
But it is good news for Potato Pony in that it's one of those. It's an out of the way part of the map that is out of the way for both runners. So it's gonna be an equal opportunity offender in that respect.
Right. So here's the last. Well, that's not exactly a challenge. No bombs, no nothing. What's guarding the Triforce? Nothing.
Couple useless modes.
Yeah, but with ladders on both sides, that means little. 4 Triforces on the board for JamEvil, 4-2 lead in Triforces.
And still no progression items. So Pony being in 6 of the... So we've seen the item out of 5, it's the ladder. Item out of 7 is the wand. Silvers and banana out of 8. 6 almost has to be our progression item at this point, doesn't it?
You're not wrong. I mean, we've seen everything else, and here it might be right here. Nope, transport.
See, if I'm Pony, I'm going to take that stair because I want to know if that's the one that goes to the single segment. Nice clock for Pony here. That's going to make this clearing this room without the wand significantly easier. And Jam also headed right back to 6.
And chat's calling on it. Recorder in 6. Let's see if they're right.
I mean, that would open up the most spots. Well, no, I take that back. We have Raft, we have Ladder, and we have Power Bracelet. It's got to be the Recorder in 6. Otherwise, there's some check that we've missed. Or the seed's broken. I mean, that's always possible. It's highly unlikely.
Yeah, at this point, I think, yeah, you have to start marking the Recorder in 6. It's got to be there. We've seen everything else.
I think we have. I mean, that would mean that 3 dungeons are Recorder blocked, which is nuts. You usually have 1, and there are, 10, 11 Recorder spots you can check in the overworld?
And look at this room for Potato Pony. This is a dead giveaway. Your escape from this seed lock.
Yeah, you have to clear this. And if that it means you run out of bombs, if that means, because these guys hit for 2 hearts, if that means you got to clip into that block and play safety strats, that's what you do.
Because this is your way out.
Or if it's not, then you know pretty much that the next stair that you find has to be. So he's got 2 down. Good combat so far. You want to be careful not hanging out on the half tiles too much. Good use of the corner strats here because you can get 2 quick hits in on these guys. One when they're about to go into the corner and one right after they turn. And down 1. This is good combat by Pony, and he's got it.
Very nicely played. Mugger found by Jam, has the money for it. There's a Recorder in 6 for Potato Pony.
Okay, doors open for Potato Pony. He did not know that this was where the Recorder has to be, but he's very happy to have seen it. And did he see the Triforce room already? I know Jam saw it.
Well, there's your answer. That's got to be your answer right there. Potato Pony immediately out of 6. He's going to check that Recorder. Desert check number 1 says not much of anything.
Okay, but we have 2 recorder spots here left to check, plus the 2 in the east, the vanilla first quest 2, second quest 3, and the one down by the coast. We're going to kill these levers, see if we can get some health, and voila, level 3.
That's level 3. That's going to be a quick item. And at this point, if I'm Potato Pony, there are 2 things I'd like to see.
Red ring is probably one of them.
That's right.
And I'm guessing bow or white sword is the other.
Yeah, you had it in one. Definitely wanting that bow. That would be silvers. That would be some damage. And there's the bells ringing in Jam's head. He knows what's in here.
Yeah, and again, that blue ring making it significantly easier. He can play fast and loose with slugging it out with these dark nuts, can tank him a little bit, and he'll pick up his recorder as a reward.
He's been slugging it out with not just dark nuts, but he's like, what's that? 4-headed Gleeok? Bring it on.
Jam's already incredibly talented at this game. You give him damage upgrades and defense upgrades. Yeah, you just kick on the afterburners at that point.
Yeah, all he wants now is the way back in the Triforce room, and he's going to find it. Also, that's a disgusting thing to see right there on Potato Pony's side.
Ooh,
that is not fun.
That is almost certainly your drop room, and you have to do this on Wood Sword, Green Tunic, and it's the Expando variety, so you have to be very patient, which Potato Pony can do, but absolutely. You don't want to take more than one hit if you can avoid it.
And then there's the other problem. Jam's going to see this, and I can tell you this right now. He has barreled his way through Gleeoks. He's going to see this pattern and say, "Oh, you're holding my item? Get out of here."
Yeah. Well, what are those No Fear T-shirts that they had in the 80s and 90s that all the kids wore? Yeah, that's pretty much Jam at this point.
Pretty much.
Oh, but good news for Pony. He's got the Patra locked in that smaller state, so he can swing with a little more abandon here and get these Patrites down.
Just so long as you don't run into the main Patra once you're done. I haven't done that before.
No, none of us have. I don't know anyone who has. All right, here, unless we're segmented, this is our item in 3. What do we got?
And, game. That's a magical boomerang in 3.
Oh, that doesn't feel great for Pony, but he has to hope that Jam is having similar troubles. We can see on our screen that Jam is not scared of this Patra. He's going to wail on it, see the blue banana, and politely but firmly say, "Nah, we're good."
And he sees that, says, "Yeah, we're good." Potato Pony Triforce in 3 gets 3 on the board, but Jam is going to beeline it towards that Triforce now, and if
he's going to kill these guys because he wants bombs. There's our map. There's our map of 3. What is
it with this seated segmented levels?
I don't with single room segments. It's got a thing for it.
Yeah.
Is that a platypus laying an egg?
I don't know. And part of me, game.
Oh, a temporary annoyance for Jam. Thankfully, he's got bombs and is going to be able to work around this. But yeah, that's the one room you didn't want to see in level 3, except maybe one that has a Goma guarding the Triforce.
Right. So, at this point, wait, can the bow be in 9? I don't think so, right?
No, it is considered an important item, so the bow cannot be in 9. Silvers could have been. So that means the bow is in 1, or there's the two items in 1 and the 1 item in 4.
Potato Pony did check the 1Q2 part, and nothing doing. Oh, don't tell me it's going to be a Debt Mountain.
I mean, the game does have a sense of humor sometimes, but we have not checked this spot yet. And
no.
this flag set likes to put levels here,
and not today.
Okay, so where's okay? I thought for a second Pony might be interested in picking up that heart on the coast, but nope. It's floating to 3. Okay, he's gonna head back towards the west.
All right, so small secret from 1Q2 as we carry on.
Yes. Oh, we haven't seen this screen, the third. We have not seen the third desert whistle spot. It's another level. This is one.
And this, I don't know if that might trip up Jam a little bit. He's seen 2 desert spots. Maybe he forgets about the third, or maybe he thinks he's already checked it. I doubt it, but...
I mean, he could last location. He is going to grab this heart container, maybe? Yeah, he is going to grab the heart container.
Not
and
dying
he's
is
going to
good.
whistle. Let's see where he goes.
White sword and 1 on the floor.
Okay, so now we're 50-50. Our bow is either here or it's in 4.
And Jam, making me look like an absolute fool here in the booth, says, I didn't forget, Phoenix.
I mean, it would be easy to last location this, particularly if you're going to whistle back to, say, 5 and go do, like, the Grave and the Lost Woods flute checks, because there are multiple of those, and there's only 1 flute check left in the desert. So I could have seen that, but nope, Jam's in 1, and he's not missing the white sword, and he's not going to miss whatever this other item is.
And it might be right here. Yes, it is. Answer. There's your bow in 1. A little bit of vanilla to top off the night. That is go mode for Potato Pony.
Yeah, just has to find level 4, but both our runners do. So Jam has the lead in terms of Triforce count and slight damage upgrade because he has the wand out of 7. But yeah, now we have, as far as we know, everything we need to beat the game. Now we just got to go do it.
Now, question for you real quick here, BBQ. Do you look through 4 for the item?
Okay, good questions. So our remaining items, according to my tracker, are 2 out of 3 would be good. Particularly if you're pony. Red ring is one of them. If you're pony, it might be worth it to consider getting the red ring. The other 2 items remaining are the book, which could be good for 9, and red candle, which, not all that interesting. Pony's back in 6 now. He's got to clean this up anyway, and I think he has a vague idea of where the Triforce might be.
Meanwhile, Jam gets his bow. All he needs is the Triforce from 1. Honestly, in Jam shoes, I dig 4. If it's not an absolute atrocity.
I think for Jam, I think it depends on how big is the 4 and how far away is the Triforce from start. If the Triforce is 2 rooms in, even if red ring's the item, you grab and go. But if you've got to go a ways anyway, it might be worth taking a quick peek, seeing if maybe you can get the book, get your map in 9, because that alone could buy you a couple of minutes. Particularly because you haven't, Pony gets his Triforce at 6. Particularly because you've been having a little bit of bomb trouble here off and on, and that money you might have been saving up for a bomb upgrade at some point went to the blue ring, which has paid dividends. But
it absolutely has.
You've also had to pay 2 muggers with cash. So, yeah, it might be worth taking a quick peek. We're going to get a quick peek at this screen here. That's not 4.
And, okay, what's left in recorder slots?
4's
found right at start.
Oh, there
it is.
Okay.
It's right there. Pony first to find it.
And I think you're right. Pony may end up digging this because the stuff that's remaining, he doesn't know that a wand is in 7. So that may be another incentive. As far as he's aware, 3 out of the 4 items could be good.
Look at his map.
That is... What in the world? That is...
That's a snake. That's a snake of some kind.
Yeah, it's eating something at the top. I don't know what it ate. But whatever it is, it ain't good.
Yep. So, and there's the map for Jam, and he's probably thinking the same thing. Like, what is this?
Yeah, and the bottom half of it's kind of linear. So, to your point earlier, if the game is going to make you go through a bunch of rooms, you may just stumble on the item just because it's in your way.
Right.
And at that point, you may just decide, oh, it's red ring? Yeah, sure, I'll grab it.
Yeah, and Jam, I don't think Jam's that interested in digging. He's all in he's Triforce and Go, I think, at this point. Just watching him go right now.
Yep, he's back. He's got his no fear t-shirt on, and there's the Triforce. Yep, well, there's our answer. He's not digging 4.
Nope. He's headed straight to 9 with the ticket to 9 at 102.35 as Potato Pony takes a death to the Blue Dark Nuts. Or not. That was a fireball death, in fact.
Yeah, but I think it's that Triforce room where he died, though. And it's a little bit of a time loss, and that's one of those where having the blue ring would help. But that may incentivize him to, like you said, it may incentivize him to stick around see if maybe he can find a red ring in here. Because that would help him a lot.
Right, but at the same time, 103.09, JamEvil, first of our runners into level 9.
Okay, and an interesting entry point. So we're not entering on the bottom. We're entering 4 rooms up from the bottom in that E column. So I am curious what type of weird shape 9 we're looking at.
And I don't know if that's a Gleeok's roar we're hearing there. I don't think it is.
Oh, do we have a... Well, let's take a peek right here. Well, he's not in this room.
That might be a mask.
Well, if it is Jam... Okay, he's going to take a peek here. Yeah, he's not even checking stairs. See if he's only got 2 bombs, so needs to be a little bit careful here. But yeah, he's getting his bomb, and he's going to see if he can bomb to the right. No?
Nope, that's just a staircase, and he's throwing himself down. Well, oh dear, that is not fun, and that is Jam out of bombs early in this 9.
Ooh, and that 9 is not in a... He's gonna dip out real quick. That's not in a convenient location. There is a bomb dropper right there, but that's not gonna help him very much. Perhaps there are some bomb droppers. Yes, there are. There's some blue Octoroks here too. But yeah, Jam's gonna have to farm for bombs a little bit.
Is there a bomb shop anywhere nearby?
Not that I see on my map. The bomb shop may be I only see 1 on my map. That may be the rare shop.
Ouch! That thing is not anywhere close to here. Pony's got to be careful again, and almost gets caught. Jam back at 9, but now he's still trying to get the old bomb. And that's a 10 count.
Pony's got to be very careful here. He's down to 1 bop.
Oh, there's the Triforce. No! Oh, no! Oh, my goodness. And there's the bombs for Jam.
This is the benefit of being able to do a bomb force. You can pull it out in situations just like this where you desperately need a bomb. Now, Jam's good enough to do a bomb force in the dungeon too. So I wouldn't put it past him to do that here if he spends his bombs and similarly can't find a path.
Honestly, if I was Jam right now, I'd probably look to knock out that Gleeok in the next room.
Yeah, or that Dig Dogger. That could be your map room. A map would do you a lot of good here. It would save you having to bomb stuff you wouldn't otherwise bomb.
Because the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking, that's not a Gleeok roar. But I could be wrong. Triforce and 4 from Potato Pony. Oh, that's got to feel pretty bad considering what happened not too long ago.
Yeah, and I don't think he's interested in going back in and digging that item out.
No.
At this point, he needs to get 7 and 8, get those Triforces, and get a move on. Jam's going to bomb all 4 directions in here. This feels like
it's a one-off.
Oh. Well, when you have your entry point in the 9 not on the bottom row, you can get some real squirrely shapes for a level 9, and that may be exactly what Jam's up against.
Yeah, more crimes against cookies.
Well, back to bomb farming, I guess. Pony's in 7. Gonna go ahead and clean this up.
He's got 209 rupees as well. If he should fall upon a bomb upgrade, that might be an upside. Pony's not out of this yet.
Oh, not at all. No, 9 can definitely do 9 things, and a bomb upgrade when you've got $200 would, I could think of far worse things to spend your money on. Or there could be one right behind this Goma, for example.
Jam's looking for something. I don't know what that something is.
Is he working a count? Maybe. I didn't see when he last took a bop.
Maybe. That's not what you're looking for, definitely.
Yep, nothing there. He can, if he's not going to get anything off these enemies, and he's not, he can reset those screens if he wants to. Meanwhile, Potato Pony's up in this northeast part of 7, which I don't know that we saw when Jam was in here before.
There's the up and 8, though.
So, if Jam wanted to go to, this is not the, if he wanted to take that any road, the one screen to the left, and one of those lets out in the Eastern Forest, that's 2 screens away from the one bomb shop. I don't know if Jam marked that on his tracker.
There's also maybe Jam is panicking a little bit. I don't think so, but
yeah, I wonder if he's been trying to do either do a force or been trying to just get one by dumb luck, being on like the 1, 3, or the 6 count with the bomb droppers, but just has been getting unlucky. You might have to end up doing the old 10th enemy has the bomb force.
Yeah.
Now, CD's telling us in chat that she thinks Jam paper tracks. So, yeah, when you paper track, it can be difficult to mark every potential cave that there is of what's in there. So, and Sis Crusher making a good point. You can't do a 10 count bomb force if you don't have any bombs, which is a problem.
It really is. Meanwhile, Potato Pony continuing to barrel through this level.
Tried to get that bomb on the 1 count there, but that did not pan out. Gonna take the bop here, and nope, can't get it there either.
Game knows. No, still no good.
Yeah, if you're Jam, you have to be frustrated at this point. Nope, not there either.
Frustrated or worried? Potato Pony is no slouch. He knows this.
Yeah, and Potato Pony's in the Triforce room. I believe this was the room. There it is. So Potato Pony's got his Triforce out of 7.
And look out. Potato Pony only 1 Triforce away from level 9.
Boy, Jam getting a lot of health drops, but he's not getting that bomb drop that he needs.
Is it he or no?
Getting lots of money, but that's not getting... he's not getting what he needs here from the enemies on the overworld. Potato Pony back into 8.
Still nothing. My goodness. What is this? Free 4 minutes for Jam looking for a bomb pack?
Hopefully he's going to get the right answer here in a minute. There's another potential bomb dropper. Yeah,
no, just another heart. Potato Pony starting to make his way through 8. He's got a ways to go to get to the Triforce stuff, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's in that spout part. If I didn't map this 8. Meanwhile, the bombs are just plentiful on Potato Pony's side. When it rains, it pours, I guess. But yeah, this is just bit by bit. Potato Pony is slow but steady making progress here and narrowing the gap. Because Jam has not seen much of 9. He's seen like 7 rooms.
And he's burned 6 bombs in there so far, if I remember correctly. Still no bomb pack. My goodness. Octorox, what are you doing?
Boy, there's got to be one eventually at some point, doesn't there? Meanwhile, a nice shot on Pony's side to one-shot that Manhandla.
And he gets a bomb upgrade. He gets a bomb pack, and there's another bomb pack in front of that. My goodness.
Yeah, Malchior making an interesting point in chat that he thinks the wand may be messing with Jam's count and maybe just go with the sword.
Maybe, but I mean,
I have always wondered that that if the count is different, because that's one of those that maybe it just feels different. That it just feels like when you use the wand, you don't get as many of the global drops as you'd like versus the sword. But I don't know. I'm not that level of knowledgeable about the game.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. We're coming up to 5 solid minutes for Jam looking for a bomb pack here. Still doesn't have it, and look out, Potato Pony is in the spout part of this. Is 8. That Triforce ain't far.
It's this room? Is that right?
I don't know if it's right. It's not.
No, it may
He's
be
close though. Oh my goodness. Still nothing. Game, what are you doing?
Boy, at this point, if you're
there it is.
Bomb.
Oh my goodness.
So at this point, if you're Jam and you saw a bomb upgrade in 9 and the guy literally said, I bet you'd like to have more bombs, do you just use all your bombs on him, the time be damned, and just blow him up out of frustration?
Probably. Or do you kill this dig dogger and find out he's dropping a bomb pack? Or maybe this guy. I don't know at this point.
Oh, that would be mean if it was. I hadn't even thought about that.
And Jam's looking at his map again, like, wait a minute, that's 7 bombs, that's no walls. What gives, game? Number 8 does the trick. And Potato Pony, speaking of 8, that is 8 Triforces. Potato Pony's heading to 9, and that lead Jam built up is almost gone.
Yeah, I mean, that 4-pack of bombs in that red bubble room is kind of, that's kind of mean. It feels mean. But here we go. Okay, this room almost certainly will push. The question is whether it's going to be a required stair. It almost feels like the game is blocking you off here. So, Jam going to take this stair and see where it goes.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to get to another part of the level, and that's not that far. Wait a minute. Again, am I getting tricked here? Yep, that's a glee. Oh, the map in 9 and yeah, okay.
What in the?
That looks like a sitting dragon.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah,
that explains why you can't bomb anywhere, given where you come in. My gosh.
Yeesh.
So the question is, how do you... Yeah, okay, so that's how you get down. Is Potato Pony going to take this stair? Yes, he is.
This was the one-off. This won't help Pony. And
yeah.
It is going to help him from one thing. I think he knows at this point that this has to be a nope. I thought he knew it was a one-off, but he's got a fair idea now.
Oh, and look at the location of Zelda on Jam's side, top of the dash column.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
That is no gimme.
Now, A, how do you get up there? And B,
wait a minute.
What if it's Magic Stair to Ganon and Ganon's in that little 2-room nub under the...
We've got a roar. We have a roar on Jam's side.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
But he's on the southern side. He's going to have to take care of this manhandler.
Yeah, and after everything he went through, yeah, you're grabbing those bombs.
Yeah.
You might grab those, too.
If this doesn't bomb, you absolutely do. It does not bomb. Oh my goodness. You might have called it, BBQ. Maybe it is a magic stare. And right now, that might be the last thing Jam wants. He's just coming off a 5-minute farm for a single bomb pack. His nerves must be in knots right now.
If I was him, I would be incredibly frustrated. Jam's a pro, so he seems to be handling it. Well, can you bomb into
It
Ganon
bombs right in.
Can.
1 hour, 17 minutes, 46 seconds. JamEvil has found Ganon.
And Ganon's being pouty. There was no direct door in there. You had to bomb into his room to get to it.
Oh my goodness. And JamEvil, with a win in this match, would lock up a tiebreaker spot, I believe.
He'd be 3-1. His only loss would be to the winner of that group, right?
That would be Opnopoint, yes.
So, and I think he's got a good time differential. So Jam would be well positioned if he can find the path up to the girl.
He knows where the girl is. So does Pony, and he's got the map. Oh, and he's made the same mistake Jam did.
Yeah, but he's got to do this fight on Green Tunic, which is annoying.
Oh my goodness! And look at that transport on Jam's side. He's almost there.
Jam has no idea how close he is. This is going to do it.
Oh, he knows how close he is. There's the door. All right, everybody.
Old man to boot.
Yep. With that, get your GGs out, everybody, for your race winner here tonight. JamEvil with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 18 minutes, 56 seconds. JamEvil finishes the group stage 3-1.
Really well played by Jam. And you said it. He spent 4 to 5 minutes just trying to get a bomb drop off some Octoroks. Had to be frustrating as all heck. And still was able to finish sub 119, given how much stuff was overworld blocked by the recorder in 6, which was basically the last location you look. Just really well played by Jam overall. A lot of just small things he did, choices he made that got him the W here. As Potato Pony has found his way into the Ganon fight.
We'll need 8 hits, and we'll need to be careful. Again, and Hug sends him back to start here. Gets the stun lock.
Nicely done.
It? Absolutely. There's the silver.
All right. He's got the bacon. He's got the map. He's got the location of the girl. So now it's just a matter of time finding his way up to the proper path.
If he takes if he takes a stare that Jam took earlier, it's not going to take him long. But I think he's going to opt for the more direct path.
Yeah, if he hasn't checked that stair, I don't blame him one bit for trying to do that. Yeah, it looks like you can walk most of the way there. So
yeah, well.
But yeah, Potato Pony put in. Oh, we are segmented.
Nope, that's a block. He's going to need.
That's official, and yeah, this is the stair that Jam took. But Potato Pony put in yeoman's work to close the gap.
Absolutely,
because he had a significant gap to make up when Jam got his 8th Triforce. And he closed it in no time flat and put himself in really good position to potentially steal this one.
That wasn't the stair, though.
Gleeok not playing nice, but he's able to get a heart drop and get the Gleeok down. I don't remember if this was a stair or not. Nope, it wasn't. So back to start we go. So now that you know that it's a quasi-segment, it's a single contiguous map, but you can't walk your way up. Now you just throw yourself down every stair you can.
It's not going to be that far, I believe, at this point.
Yeah, Chad is telling us it's the bunny room below the Wall Masters that had the correct stair. Okay, so, well, there's several bunny rooms, so that narrows it down kind of. But at this point, if you're a Potato Pony, just throw yourself downstairs. This may be the one here.
I think it might have been. And sure enough, it was.
Okay. Well, just pick a direction. You can get there either way.
Absolutely. And he picks the Norton door just like Jam did. And that will do it for tonight's race. Get your GGs out for your runner-up here tonight. Potato Pony with an official race time.gg time of 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 33 seconds.
Yeah, that's a really good time for any runner in this flag set, but particularly given how bottlenecked the middle of this seed was. That you had to dig 5, 6, 7, 8 and get the one item out of level 6 that opened up 1, 3, and 4 for you and got you the rest of the way. It just, that first 20, 30 minutes just felt like, are we going to find anything that gets us significant progression? But once you did, kind of the lid came off of it, and both runners showed us that they're very talented runners and know what they're doing. So we're working on getting both of them, if we can, up into the booth with us to talk about tonight's race a little bit.
Meanwhile, if you're looking for some more Zelda 1 randomizer action, I believe we've got plenty of action left here tonight.
I think there's at least 3 races that are a combination of going on now or will be starting later tonight, including some that, and I don't have the schedule in front of me at the moment, but including some that I believe are going to be, if not deciders, go a long way towards deciding who wins groups or who is eligible for a wildcard berth.
All right, so going on right now on Speedgaming 2 with Furious Can's Smile Fires in the boot as for commentary, Kennedy J versus Sausage Link in the Magic Key group. The Bow group sees action at 9 p.m. Eastern going on, and I don't know if that one's got a restream, unfortunately. But Special K and Steelheart will be fighting for a win there. And again on Speed Gaming 2, probably following the Kennedy J versus Sausage Link matchup, that is a showdown in the ring group. Jess Andy takes on Equations 19.
Yeah, all good matchups. Sorry, I was cutting and pasting links for our runners. They don't seem to have the link to the booth here, so we're going to see if we can get them the link that'll allow them up. Oh, I see one of our runners making their way up.
And indeed, joining us in the booth right now is our runner-up for tonight, Potato Pony. Congratulations, Gigi. What a race. You made up some significant time.
I did not enjoy that seed. I mean, I enjoyed that seed, but I did not like that seed at all. The combat was pretty tough in 5, 6, 7, 8, and the play to ignore those levels and try to find 1, 3, 4 was very much not the right play.
Well, but you both did it, and with good reason. Because why would you want to dig? Why would you want to dig those levels? That's not fun. But yeah, the way the progression in this seed laid out was it bottlenecked you. You needed the flute out of 6 to get you into 1, 3, and 4. And you had to go dig that 6. And I think you were the first of our runners to have the recorder. Am I remembering that right?
You absolutely are. Jam actually dug 5, then 8, then 7 before going back to 6, if I remember. No, 5, 7, 8, and then 6.
I put off 5 for a while since the Triforce was one room in and it was in sort of a out of the way location. I figured I could save some time if I didn't have to go back to 5, and so I only went back to 5 to find the ladder. You needed the ladder to get the recorder in 6. I only did that after 7 and 8 beat me up for a while. I think it looks like I had 7 deaths, and I think like 4 of those were in that Blue Gorilla Bemos room in 8 as I tried to beat my head against, hoping that I didn't need to go back to 5. There were also an incredible number of Gleoks in that seed for a flag set that doesn't have extra bosses turned on.
That is, yeah, you are not kidding there. That was Dragon Central there for a while.
Yeah, for sure. I felt like every room I went in was like, oh, you get a Gleeok, and you get a Gleeok, and you get a Gleeok. And then, even when I was in Go mode, finding level 4 and the BMOS Dark Nut room, and then dying with the Triforce on the floor, I don't know, felt like a comedy of poor combat. But to only end up a few minutes behind such a good runner as Jam is, I'll take it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and to be fair, what really helped Jam in that seed was that he actually somehow got enough money to buy the blue ring.
Oh, I thought about the blue room. I never had the money for the blue ring, probably because I bought a key pretty early before finding the any key. But there was a gambling right on the start screen, and when I was dying repeatedly, I thought to myself, maybe I should gamble enough to get the blue ring, and that if I'd done it early enough, that might have helped a lot, because I'd say the deaths I took probably cost me 5 minutes over the course of the seed. I took a death in that bottom right overworld screen when I had like half a heart and was trying to squeeze my way around the Gibdos there and couldn't make it happen.
Well, that death in the Triforce room in 4 had to have been annoying. I mean, you didn't know it was the Triforce room at the time.
No, I did. I had dropped the Triforce, and then
okay.
one of the BMOS got me on the way to try to circle around to it. Yeah, it was that was painful. But I figured I was behind already at the time, so it didn't kick myself too much. But I don't know. It was just there was enough obnoxious combat rooms in that seed that that's not my strength. Especially against such a strong runner as Jam. That I know the game well, and if I was going to beat Jam, it was going to be making some lucky decisions and sort of routing my way through the seed, and that the seed wasn't going to let me do that.
Yeah. Well, if you were watching the broadcast the last 10-15 minutes, you saw that Jam was having painful luck trying to get bomb drops outside of 9, and that was allowing you to catch up. It really was. And you did a great job heading into 9, just closing that, just methodically but decisively, just boom, boom, boom. Knock off 6, 7, 8, get those Triforces, get into 9. And so that at that point you were definitely within striking distance. And I think you had your Ganon fights maybe a minute or two apart.
Yeah, it's fortunate to be that close, but did you like the little joke that the seed threw in at the end when I tried to walk the direct path to Zelda, and there was the old man room saying "Don't go to the next room"?
Oh yeah, I didn't know that. We were so focused on the fact that it was that one choke point that the old man was blocking that it made it a quasi segment. Speaking for me, I completely missed what he actually said.
Yeah.
I just thought, oh wait, nope, we're segmented. You got to throw yourself downstairs. But yeah,
that and the guy, next room, which was a very wise thing for him to say.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, I would love to be able to walk through walls, but yeah, we don't have those flags turned on, guy. So we're not doing that. And the guy right outside Zelda's room, with speed like that, I bet it was easy to kidnap the princess while he's literally next to the princess guarding the door.
I thought that was pretty passive aggressive of that guy to be making fun of my speed at the end of that game.
Yeah, that's a very Mean Girls level 9, I think. Well, we're seeing if we can get Jam. I don't know if we're going to be able to get Jam in the booth with us this evening, but that's okay. We're happy to have you here with us. So this is your last race in the group? Is that right?
I actually have one more tomorrow. I'm 0-3, as makes sense in a group full of such talented runners as Jam and Mako and Opno. I'm 0. Wait, Jam? Who am I forgetting? Who else is in my group?
Oh, here, I'll tell you. Hang on a sec.
I don't know. They're all amazing runners.
Oh, Diane. Yeah, you have
Diane, right. Yeah, I lost to Diane like 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, that was my first one. So, 0-3 now. It doesn't matter, but my last chance is tomorrow against Opno, and Opno's already moving on. And I wouldn't mind stealing a win to end the tournament on on a nice note. So I'll give it a shot tomorrow.
Hey, look, if it makes you feel any better, I accidentally did that in my group. I ended up 1-3, and my only win was against Ugandans, who ended up winning our group, beat everyone else in the group with a 3-1 record. So
Nice.
Don't count yourself out. It can happen. Now, my victory happened as the first race I did, and I still don't know how I won. And I'm just at this point not going to question it. I'm just be like, oh, I won. Does it matter how? No, it does not matter how. Go,
I'm sure.
play your best race, and anything can happen.
Phenomenally masterful in the seed and deserved every ounce of it, as we all do when we win.
Yeah, but I mean, there's 50 runners in this field, and there's not a slouch here anywhere. Anybody, as we've seen kind of throughout all the groups, anybody can beat anybody on any given day. We've had some surprising upsets in the group stage. Some folks who I thought were lead pipe locks to make it onto brackets are not, because they've gotten beaten by people who, if you made me guess who was going to beat them, I would be like, oh wow, really? But that's just kind of the nature of the field and the nature of the community right now, is that everyone's really good and everyone's putting work in. So the margins can be really thin sometimes.
I couldn't agree more, and it makes it a ton of fun. Also, it's lots of competitive races. Hard to predict what's going to happen, and that's exciting. It's fun to play. It's fun to watch.
It is. So what time tomorrow is your race with Opno?
I think it's 9:15 Eastern, an hour later than the one tonight.
That is actually spot on. 9:15 Eastern, indeed.
So, but everybody should get out and watch. I think is it the Equations and Jess later today? Is I think a big race that determines who moves on there pretty soon, right?
I think it's in in the next hour somewhere. Mooners, you called it out a little bit ago.
10:15 Eastern, starts in about 20 minutes from now on Speedgaming 2. And indeed,
everybody has a chance to use the restroom, refill your drink, and settle in for I'm sure that'll be a great race.
Absolutely. Boat runners 2-1, and winner has a shot to make it into a tiebreaker. The one that gets defeated tonight loses any chance to move on. So yeah, that's pretty much going to do it, I believe. If do you have any last words for viewers or any thoughts on the tournament?
No, I'll just say GG to Jam, and I'm glad that Jam's moving on. It'll be fun to watch Jam racing in the brackets, and thank you to both of you for the commentary. And I don't know who the tracker was tonight, but thank you.
Diesel. Diesel did the tracking. Big shout out to him. I think he's pulling double duty tonight, so I think he had to run. But could not do this without folks like Diesel who were able to do the tracking and set up for us. They did a great job.
Thanks to Speedgaming for putting the tournament on, and we don't always thank the admins of the tournament, but running one of these tournaments is incredibly challenging, and there's so much logistics going on, and changes and questions and things to manage, and in addition to what we were saying before with the racers, the community has a great set of folks who volunteer their time to administer tournaments like this. So thank you to everybody who does that as well.
Thank you for putting on a great show here tonight, and thank you for joining us, Potato Pony. Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks.
So, with that, that's going to bring us to the close of the broadcast here tonight. Baby Goo, again, what a joy to be able to do commentary with you again. Hopefully, we get the chance to do it again soon.
Oh, absolutely. Well, this was a ton of fun. I knew it would be. Always good to have a great broadcast partner with me. And by the way, that Jess Equations match is happening on this very channel here in about 20 minutes. So, to echo Potato Pony's point, go get yourself something to drink, stretch your legs, walk around a little bit. And game 2 of the doubleheader is going to be a doozy. So I can't wait to see what happens here. So, but yeah, let's do this again soon.
Absolutely. Again, just as Potato Pony said, thank you to Diesel Pile for doing the tracking tonight, because without trackers, we're absolutely lost at sea. Huge thanks to Speed Gaming again for allowing us to restream the matches on their channels. And again, thank you to the viewers for coming out and encouraging boat runners. Without you guys, we don't get to do this at all. So a huge thanks to you. Matchups are going on Speed Gaming 2 with Sausage Link and Kennedy J. And as mentioned, Jess Andy versus Equations coming up very soon. So stay tuned. We'll see you soon for some more Zelda 1 randomizer tournament action here on Speed Gaming Live 2024. Good night, everybody.